Everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 4, Episode 75 with me, Sid. And we're here in the forge. We have an ingot of steel. We have RF. Not much, but we have RF. And we have a requirement to make a sag mill, which is going to require some iron, piston, and a machine chassis, which is going to require more iron bars, 4 steel, and a basic capacitor. Now, we also are going to need an alloy furnace. Alloy smelter, I should say, which is going to take that a whole load of iron, unfortunately, and a sag mill, and some more steel. So we are going to have to make steel. Now, I need minimum of 8. I've got 1, so I need 7 more. So we're going to fire up this old bad boy. I'm going to seal these and just relocate them temporarily, because they're really are not in the right place by any stretch of the imagination. We'll pop you over here. That's perfect. And then we shall pop you there. Right. Yeah, so we want the sag mill is the first target. We've got stuff going on there. We've got that. Let me go and put, I'll just stick that somewhere out of the way up there for now. We got Trunky. I think he's going to be called Trunky, by the way, if you hadn't figured that one out. And we should have, if we check our various things, we've got flux in there. We should have plenty of charcoal, and we should have a reasonable amount of iron. So we're going to make, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should be 2's worth, and then we need to do the charcoal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's going to be one of those exciting episodes, I think. Right, I'm going to start making some steel. And obviously we need to start off with a bit more charcoal. And I'm just going to do this for a while. So I shall be back just as soon. I'm going to stick another one of those in. Just as soon as this is done. See you in a while. Right, well, hopefully that is the last steel ingot I'll be using this for. I know, it just seems like such a waste, doesn't it? But that is the nature of this particular beast. I'm also, I don't know whether they've got my sandwiches laid out, I can't remember. Oh, no. I have got that. That ingot's got a little while in it. Let's just go and deal with Mr. Bernie up there, because he's going to get on my nerves otherwise. And pow! There we go, sorted. Lovely. Right, yeah. Now there's a reason why, obviously, you know, I've been pushing this particular direction, partially because suggestions, partially because it kind of does make sense. Oh, are you still not? My God, I got some rotten flesh out of that. Rotten flesh. That's what we got. Let's have a look. How are we there now? Oh, it's white. Let's get this one in, and we're going to refine it, and that will be, as I say, no, that will be the last iron or steel ingots we make using that blast furnace. I hope, anyway. I sincerely hope so. Alright, let me have a look. 1, 2, that's 8. You're still, you go. You're still hot. Okay, let me just cool those down. Bang and bang. Right. Sandwich. Nom nom. So, having done all of that, we've got this. Well, obviously, we need to find a home for it. And what I'm thinking is that once we've got everything in place, I'm going to block off most of this. And we're going to continue out this way and down and that way. And maybe try and aim. I'm aiming for maybe that cliff, or the cliffside over there, to come out at and actually have a cliffside view for the high-tech area. That's a theory. Practice may be completely different. So we need to make a sag mill. Sag mill requires me to make a machine casing, which needs a basic capacitor. So we're going to need some redstone. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. 1, 2, 3. I need 8 because I need 2 basic capacitors, I believe. I definitely need a couple of pistons. Okay, let's go with that for now. We need a gold and a couple of copper. That's rose gold. Yes, there was a reason why I went after all that copper, wasn't there? And one of the reasons was for... there we go. Stick a tetrahedrite in there. That will do me. Yeah, okay. Right, so the next thing, we need to get copper going. And the quickest way of doing that for the time being, certainly, is going to be... how many do I need? 2, 4, that's 4. I basically need 1 stack of these, don't I? And the rest is magnetite. I'll go in there. There we go. Right. We'll cook up those and we shall we'll get that going again back in a mo. Alright, so armed with those, we should be able to make 2 basic capacitors. And then if we go and grab our iron bars, we should be able to make the frame. Hopefully we've got... Yes, we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's right, isn't it? Let me go. We've got those, and those, and those to make 2 machine case chassis. Alright, that's good. Let me quickly sleep because I just don't want a whole bunch of... There's already mobs up there. I'd rather keep the number of blazes I have to deal with every morning down to a minimum. It's might be like vermin, really. Okay, so we'll get that going. We need to eat, so I'll have a bit of apple. Bit of fruit for breakfast, all healthy. And let's go and get on with the sag mill, shall we? Now, the sag mill was what? Let's have a look. Sag mill. Got one of those. We need 4 iron and a piston. 1, 2, 3, 4 iron and a piston. And 3 flint, I think. But I need flint anyway, so we'll grab a wee bit of you. And let's have a look. We're going to have one of those with one of those, and that and that and that and that and that and that and that. Gives us our sag mill, which we shall place here, and it will start charging. Obviously we need to now give this some charcoal, which I shall borrow from over here because we've got loads. For now, that will go in there. Okay, so we've got a sag mill. What do we want to do with the sag mill? Well, here's the interesting thing. If you look at the recipes of the sag mill, there's the usual ones, you know, if you this kind of quite clear glass, sort of like ores, sort of some vanilla things going on there. If we put the redstone in, it will give us that. If we put lapis in, it will grind it, so we don't need to use the grindstone anymore. Bones for bone meal, diamonds will give us I think that's probably unlikely to find those, but blaze rods, glowstone, ingots will give us aluminium dust, but it will also should give us, if we can we do the ores. If we move across, there's a nickel, conglomerate cobblestone for gravel. Takes again, it's all taking RF obviously. Now here's where we start getting interesting. Rich bismuth gives you 3 bismuth dust with a 30% chance of some more bismuth dust and some 9% chance of tin dust. Bismuth on its own, 22, so you get 2 for 1. Okay, follow that through, and if we go, we got sphalerite for zinc, platinum for platinum. You get 1 for the pores, obviously there. Carry on through. What we're looking for is iron ore. Graphite, again, no more sagma. I can get rid of that thing. Obsidian powder, kaolinite, we're sorted there. Get more bismuth, but if we can get through to something like say magnetite, cassiterite, garnerite for nickel, tetrahedrite, copper, malachite, you've got all of those going in. Ugalana will give you lead, silver for silver obviously, and eventually we'll get to magnetite or limonite. Gives you iron dust with a chance of these other ones. Now here's the thing, iron dust, 3 of those together, or 4 of those together, will give you wrought iron dust, which you can smelt. So basically, whereas before, let's have a look what we got over here. You've got 6 of those. Now that would be, in this system of that would give me 1.5 ingots. However, let's give you some of that. If we do this, we've got 3. This is a standard one, by the way. This is not 3. Oh, so we got an extra one there. So we got 5. So that's 1. And we just run this stuff through. That's 2. So we're already up, and we've almost, there we go, and there's another one. Actually, we got 4 out of that, rather than 1.5 ingots worth. Now then, all we need to do is smelt these up. In a forge or a crucible. So we can pop those in there. Light up the crucible, off we go. More iron. Now, how much of these have I got? We're going to need a lot of iron, so let's... How many have we got there? 1, 2, 16. Right, so that would normally be for a 12 ingots. Let's see what we get out of that. I'm going to process this lot up while that's cooking, that's going, so I'll be back in a moment, but I'll get those done and I will be right back with you. Just remember that I had some dark steel, so I've got 10 of those. Those are actually even better than flint, so what we'll do is we'll swap those out for that, I think. Yeah, okay, back in a moment. Alright, so we processed this. We're actually here and here at this point. I've got the dark steel balls going in there. So remember, this would have given us 12. So we're already 4 above. We've now got 32 plus whatever this thing kicks out. So let's not wait around. Let's get this lot processing. And yeah, I've got 4 in the thing there. That's 1 that we had from left left over from the bonus on the last one. Right, we are almost done. We got 1 bonus nickel dust, which it's not great, but it's free nickel. We got some tin, and we got that as well. So I'm going to put the nickel dust away in a drawer somewhere. I'm going to do you. I had 2 left over, so that's another 6, and we'll take those as well for the tin dust. We'll put the iron powder away and continue on with this. So by my estimate, we've got 32, 36, 38 instead of 12. That's not a bad return. And oh, and a tin ingot as well. That is not a bad return by anybody's standards. The only problem is I've now got to sit here and babysit this damn thing to cook it, because the only places you can heat these is in a normal furnace, which we don't have, or a forge or a crucible. Pain in the bum, but there you go. Yeah, let me get this lot processed, and again I shall be right back. Alright, so in here I've got my iron blooms that I made also earlier, which we can refine. I don't think we... Oh, are you not hot enough? Maybe you need to be hotter. This is empty. Here we have 8, 16, 8, 12, sorry, 8, 16, that's 32, 38 ingots of iron from what should have been 12. Plus 1 of tin, and plus a little bit of stuff down here. I think I am going to like using Ender IO with this. I think I'm going to like it a lot. I'm going to process these blooms up. I think that will probably be the last time we ever have to use the bloomery, which is a bit of a shame, but on the flip side is not, because, you know, bloomery. I've gone through a fair bit of charcoal, so I think charcoal is still going to be, that's got all the magnetite in it further. Hup. Give me a stack of that, please. I'm going to stick you into there, just so we've got all the relevant bits. And then let me take you out and get these worked, and I'll add those to the pile. And thank you, and then a split. That's one done, and then the other, so that'll be another 12, which is fine. We'll get those done and I'll be back with you in a mo. Alright, we've got a lot of iron, and I need to make 1, 2, 3 of those. I need 4 of those. I'm going to take that and that, that and that. What have I done wrong? Something. Hang on. Oh, it's not the piston, it's that. Okay, that's fine. Take one of those, we'll put the piston away. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. That made us that. And then we take that, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that with that gives us that, those, and that, and that, and that, and that. Give us the alloy smelter. And the alloy smelter, well, this is just a game changer. Again, look at the recipes. So these are pretty much standard items. Dark steel, dark solarium, clear glass, enlightened fused quartz, energetic alloy, nothing new there so far. But carry on. Right. Sand and rotten flesh makes soul sand. We're going to need that because we need to plant and sow and harvest nether warts going forwards. Silicon and redstone makes redstone alloy. Okay, nothing new there. There it is. There's also this red alloy ingot, which yeah, no idea. Let me head through back a bit further. So we've got glass, we've got more quite clear glass, we've got solarium, we've got pulsating iron, nothing surprising, we've got energetic conductive iron, nothing surprising there, electrical steel, nothing surprising still. All of this is standard Ender IO stuff. Dark steel, standard. Spawn Enderman. Okay. I don't recall that being a standard one. It maybe is, I don't know. Tin and copper for bronze, TerraFirmaCraft. Well, that's new. How about zinc, bismuth and copper for bismuth bronze? Or weak steel, black, bronze, nickel. Things there, obviously that's into the red steel category. Copper and silver to make sterling silver. High carbon black steel, weak steel, pig iron and that. Copper to make zinc, we've got high carbon blue steel. Obsidian from dust, red steel. Pig iron. Now this is getting interesting because this is steel, isn't it? Okay, so I can take 10 of those and 10 of those and 10 of those and make 10 of those. And they make steel, which I need to make my usual stuff, don't they? Okay. Well, let's put that to the test then, shall we? 10 of those. 10 of those. And some flux. That, and that. Cook away. This is a game changer because that was 10 ingots of pig iron. Now it's just took me previously probably 20 plus 30 minutes to make 8 using that. Now obviously we need to process that. That's going to be I need 14 in total, don't I? So I suppose I better do another 10. Of those. We're going to need another 10 of those. And obviously that needs to be heated and processed on the anvil, but well, I can live with that. That's not it's not particularly a hardship, is it? Let me just do 10 of those. And we'll get you going. That and that and that. So yeah, that is a real game changer. Let me put this lot away as well while we're at it. Tin. What's in there? Tin. There we go. So what we're going to do here is we're going to heat all of these up and process them to iron and then weld them together into double ingots. Simples as well known me and Cat has been known to say. Oh, and that's making more RF. Okay, I'll get this done, and again I shall be back with you in a little while. Alright, well, I've got 6. I'm also over here, I'm just processing up as much of this stuff as we can, because why wouldn't you while you're waiting around. So we're going to take you, and we're going to weld those. Bang, and that's all good. I'm just going to take these 2 and put those in, and we shall cool these down nicely like that. And then we are going to take the flux and the hammer, and we're going to pick this fellow up and put him over there for the time being, and we're going to make a steel anvil, which will allow us to work steel. Always nice being able to work steel. So we've got these cooking away. I've got one more. Let me start off now. A sword is a double ingot, if I remember, a double. So let's do a weld. Let's get in there and make a sword, and we're going to go all the way up, and then there, bang, one steel sword blade. Okay, that was nice and easy. That's the way I like it. Pick. Yeah, we'll get that one done as well while we've got this stuff to hand. Pick, bend, pinch. Yeah, and that's not going to work, is it? So we need to do that. No. A little bit higher up, I think. Almost. Not quite. No, further. Too far. Not far enough. Oh, sometimes, you know, I absolutely hate this thing. Oh, and now it's cool. Oh well, I'm going to get these done. I am also going to process as much as I can between episodes in terms of ores. Now that's got 3 I mean, that's lower than that. Obviously the durability is considerably higher, though. It's double. So yeah, that's a thing. We've got plenty, and I mean plenty, of this stuff going on. The dark steel won't last forever, however. We are going to have to go to flint eventually, unless we make dark steel, but we'll live with that. So I will process as many of these as I can. That we can convert back into metal. And hopefully, next episode, we should be in a position where you don't see any of these little bits, just dusts or ingots, which will be nice. Oh, and of course we've got a whole load of lapis and other stuff floating around, tetrahedrite and malachites and whatever was in there. So yeah, I'm going to, yeah, he's stuck in there, isn't he now? I'll get on with this, and I think until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and bye for now.